Hi there, this is Solitary Ronin from Solitary Ronin Films, and welcome to hopefully the last through my Letterbox video. This is part 6. Again, it's not my fault. Arrow Video have decided to do a Halloween sale from the 10th of October to the 18th of October. So there's lots of titles down to £7.50. These are titles that on Amazon are anywhere from £12 to £18. There's some box sets that are a lot cheaper as well. For example, Takashi Miike's Black Trilogy is down to £7.50 for 3 films, which is obviously a bargain. And there's some random ones. There's some Blu-ray upgrades that I've got, and 2 or 3 strange little DVDs as well. So hopefully my wallet will be taking a rest for the next few weeks, as long as somebody else doesn't do a sale. So I'll just start with my Blu-ray upgrades from films I already have on DVD. So the first one is Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead by Tom Stoppard, which is a film that I absolutely love. And the next one is one of the few films that gives me the willies. It's Phase 4, Saul Bass's only film that he directed. That's about ants. It's about scientists studying ants, or maybe the ants are studying the scientists. The next one is The Riverman, which is a nice little serial killer film with Carrie Ellis as Ted Bundy and Bruce Greenwood. The next one's a bit of cheese. It's Deep Rising with Treat Williams and Famke Janssen. It's a very silly creature feature, but I do have a soft spot for it. This has got a nice slipcover, and this version has lots of extras. I did have this on a double Blu-ray with Puppet Master with Donald Sutherland, but this is the Kino Lorber Deep Rising release. And the next one's The Hustler, Paul Newman. Don't really need to say any more than that. And this is Jim Jarmusch, Ghost Dog. This is a French Blu-ray because I just can't seem to find it in any other format. That's a nice little film. And finally, Withnail and I, which I already had on Studio Canal Blu-ray release, but the print's not that great. And this is the Arrow release. It's part of the sale, and it has a load more extras in the Studio Canal version as well. So that's the ones that I've just... So moving on to the 3 odd DVDs that I picked up. The first one is Alucarda, which is a Mexican witchcraft film, apparently. So we'll see what that one's like. And the next one is Executive Koala, which, after discovering it on Diabolic DVD's website, I thought I'd give it a go. This is from director who also brought you Rug Cop, about a cop with a toupee that flies off and attacks criminals. So I just thought I'd have a wee look at that. And the last DVD is Conrad Veidt, Hands of Orlac, because I couldn't find it on Blu-ray. This is from the same director as The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. So looking forward to checking that one out, because I'm a big Conrad Veidt fan. And this is just a pile of random Blu-rays. This is XC, which is a little children horror film about two twins who don't think their mother's their mother, and their mother might not think that the kids are the kids. This is Death Watch with Harvey Keitel and Romy Schneider, by Bernard Tarvini, and it's pretty much a precursor for reality TV, but it's also got Max von Sydow in it, and Harry Dean Stanton, so you can't beat that. And this is the BFI Odds Against Tomorrow with Robert Ryan and Harry Belafonte. And that's got a nice bunch of special features, which you probably won't be able to read. Apologies. This is Grateful Dead, a Japanese film. What can I say? And this one's especially for Daisuke Beppu, because this is my homework that I still haven't got around to doing. So I'm going to re-watch Vertigo and give a random review, because I'm not the biggest Hitchcock fan. I'll admit I'm probably a little bit biased against him. I do have Dial M for Murder, but that's probably for Ray Milland. I do have The Wrong Man, but that's probably for Henry Fonda. I really don't think Psycho's that good, certainly in comparison to Peeping Tom or Les Yeux Sans Visage or La Diabolique. I don't think North by Northwest's that good, but I'm going to give Vertigo another chance as part of my homework. It's Beyond the Black Rainbow, which I've never seen, but it looks visually interesting, and it's supposed to be visually interesting. This is a Chinese film, 1,000 Faces of Dunjia. I'll probably mispronounce that. And it's a martial arts fantasy. And this is a Korean film, Along with the Gods, The Two Worlds, about a fireman who dies and is taken to the underworld to do trials so he can reincarnate, which sounds perfectly reasonable. So we'll see how that one turns out. And the next ones are some 88 films. Yes, there's still some 88 films that I don't have. I'm not going to get them all. They don't all appeal to me. But this is one of their slashers, number 22 from 1990, The First Power. I remember renting this from the video shop, if those of you are old enough to remember video shops. And I thought it was a nice wee film, so we'll see what it looks like now. The next one is Spine number 29 in the Italian collection, Delirium. This is Lamberto Bava. And this is number 8 from 1977, Hitchhike, Franco Nero. And this is Navajo Joe with Burt Reynolds, It wasn't planned as a tribute to Burt Reynolds or anything. This is number 41 from 1967. And this is... Who directed this one? It's Sergio Corbucci. Even though I doubt it will be as good as The Great Silence, but we'll see. This is number 37 from 1971. The Eye of the Hurricane, also known as The Fox with a Velvet Tail, which I kind of prefer that title, but never mind. And now it's all just arrows. It's not my fault. Well, it kind of is, but... and the first one wasn't on the sale. This is the new release of Lucio Fulci's City of the Living Dead. I'm not the biggest zombie fan in the world, apart from the first two George Romero's. But I have kind of got into Lucio Fulci a little bit. So this is the limited edition box set, which has a poster, which I'm doing a bad job of actually showing you. So I believe The Gates of Hell was the international release, and it has this really nice little book. Again, I'm not really showing them very well. And then this is actually the disc, which has some cards, and a different cover. So I just thought it's quite a nice set. So, but like I said, I'm not the biggest zombie enthusiast. Also, I do have a few zombie films, but not... I'm not really interested in zombies fighting sharks, if you know what I mean. So that's a really nice box set. Now, the next pile is some Kinji Fukasaku. Hope I've pronounced that correctly. So the first one is Doberman Cop. The next one is Cops versus Thugs. And again, on Amazon, these are all at least 13 to 18 pounds. So these were all £7.50. Now this is his Battles Without Honour and Humanity series, the Yakuza Papers. So this is number 1. Battles Without Honour and Humanity. Number 2, sorry about the glare, Hiroshima Deathmatch. Number 3, Proxy War. Number 4, Police Tactics. And these all have extras, of course, because it's Arrow. And Final Episode, which is part 5. So we've got really nice artwork. They're DVD and Blu-ray, and they have the original artwork as well. And again, they were all £15, £18 on Amazon, so what can you do? Now this one is the Female Scorpion Complete Collection. I actually got this from a seller for £32, and then of course pretty much the day after I realised it was on the Arrow sale for £30. So if you want to get this for pretty much half price because it's originally £60. I suggest you take a little visit to Arrow Films. So again, this has 4 separate films and a book. Again, it's in this nice hard box. So this is the book, which again has interviews, which I'm not doing a good job of showing you again. And there's also another poster. So again, I just thought for the price, what are you going to do? So this is Female Prisoner 701 Scorpion. This is the first film. And again, Arrow extras. This is Jailhouse 41, Part 2. This is Part 3, Beast Stable. And this is the final one, number 701's Grudge Song. Again, please let me know in the comments if you've seen these and what you think of them. But I certainly think if you want some Arrows, then you have until next Thursday, or this Thursday. So the rest are just normal Arrows. This is Tower of London with Vincent Price. I didn't actually get this in the sale, even though I later realised it was in the sale. Again, life's all about timing. This is the Vincent Price one that I pretty much didn't have. I think I've got all the Arrow Vincent Price now. And again, nice extras. Next one's Night of the Comet, which is a nice cheesy 80s sci-fi horror. Again, that's got a ton of extras on it. I apologise for the presentation skills. Speaking of cheesy nonsense, it's Zardos, which again I probably wouldn't have bought apart from the price. Because pretty much all the ones on Arrow, their Halloween sale, pretty much aren't the ones you can get on HMV, for example. They're 5 for £30. These aren't in that range, so that's why I think it's a really nice deal. This is Cemetery Without Crosses, a nice bleak western. That's the only way westerns can be, really. This is a Senjin Suzuki. Go to Hell, Bastards. Subtle as ever with Suzuki. The next one's, again, one I might not have bought under normal circumstances. This is an Ed Gein inspired Deranged. And again, lots of lovely Arrow extras. Again, this is a perfect example. This is the Katsu Diamond Guys Volume 2. So this is actually 3 films. Tokyo Mighty Guy, Danger Pays and Murder Unincorporated. And again, this was £7.50 in the sale. So you can't really sneeze at that. And the next one, I think this is all the Pam Grier on Arrow that I have now. This is Shiba Baby, which I think is the last of the cycle and maybe the weakest. But again, £7.50. Yes, I've changed my catchphrase from £6 to £7.50. This is Sergio Martino's The Suspicious Death of a Minor. It's amazing through 88 films and Arrow and Shameless. I now have quite a lot of films by Italian directors now, including Sergio Martino. This is back to Japan for Retaliation. I think this is the follow-up to Massacre Gun, which I may have shown in a previous Letterbox video. This is Michael Caine in Pulp, which I remember is a nice fun little film. This is directed by Mike Hodges, who created the masterpiece that is Flash Gordon. Better than Star Wars. A little controversial, but that's better than Star Wars. This is a Mario Bava, Lisa and the Devil, with Telly Savalas. Every corner of the soul is lost to the icy clutch of the supernatural, apparently. This is Milano Calibro 9, Italian gangster film. And again, that one's got a ton of special features. This is another Sergio Martino, The Case of the Scorpion's Tail. And again, this is currently 15 on Amazon and got it for $7.50. Mario Bava's Bay of Blood, allegedly the precursor for slasher films. And finally, you'll be saying thank goodness, The Tenderness of Wolves by Uli Lommel. That's another serial killer film. Well, thank you very much for sticking around and putting up with my bad presentation skills. And hopefully this will be the last episode of Through My Letterbox for a little while. My wallet needs to rest. And thank you very much for watching. Leave any comments, how many films you've seen out of this bunch, which ones you would recommend watching first, and leave a like or subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thank you very much for taking the time. This is Solitary Ronin, saying thank you very much and have a great weekend.